jump with the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season. Underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action. It's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Bengals grab it. The 40. 20. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The return man, Ty Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now Carter to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Wilson. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First and 10 at the 46-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Johnson on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. And Lobo, exit. Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down.
Now Wilson. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DJ Reader, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Eifert. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. First down. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
11. 57. Mike, 57.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Team now. Here's a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now they go play action now. Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21 to.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They get him. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They go play action with Burrow. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Off the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Wilson. On the screen, this is Coleman. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 8-3. Ready? Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. 66. Follow it hard.
To throw is Wilson. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So the 3 points there, and see where that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. You get an open date early in the season is not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Topper. Topper. Delta. Mike's 40.
Here's Wilson to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 9, check 9. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. General. West. Watch the whip.
Here's Wilson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
On 2.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. He's got Mason complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Burrow looking to pass. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in that house. 57. Mike, 50. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 57's Mike. Hey, go!
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, he'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's the mic. 40's the mic. Watch the slam. Watch the slam. Shift, shift. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Back to you. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Coleman, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 16, Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Escape, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. Flush to his right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down, Bengals.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Mixing score, Bengals 42, Jets 19.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
Watch the safety creep. 61. Matchbox, right. Exit.
They'll try and throw for. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
11-90. 11-90.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now here's Johnson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 77 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And now again, the Jets will line up for 2. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in speed.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Touchdown, defense. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Championship, baby. Let's go.
Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a little more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Jets are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Throwing now is Wilson. Gets this to Moore. And he will get out of bounds here. So soft defense to start the drive as he's up quickly past the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. We may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
First down, Bengals.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 43. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Johnson now returning. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll check on his status when we get back. 92 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts him in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. Now left side on the swing pass. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.